Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great most never well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, and above all, back at it again. With another lesson through the spirit of power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, lesson is edifying. Just getting straight to it through the spirit. In no means clearing the guilty. All right, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in no means clears the guilty, man. All right, don't be proud to think, just because you didn't get judged in a specific moment when you did something, that the Lord is never going to judge you. All right, because that judgment could come upon you suddenly when you least expect it. All right. So we have to always remember that at any given time you can get judged. So we have to stay humble. All right, so that the Lord has mercy upon us, man. That's what we really need to be seeking after, the Lord's mercy and fearing him. Not being proud, and lifted up with pride, thinking that, the Lord didn't judge me and I did this and I did that, thinking you got it, man, because that's not the right spirit to be in. This is Exodus 34, starting at verse 5. And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed the Lord power, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands and forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and to the fourth generation. Okay? So it says what? Even though the Lord is merciful and he forgives iniquity, he says, by no means clearing the guilty. Okay, so eventually you're going to have to pay for what you did. All right? So don't be proud and think that, you got away scot-free. Okay? Because a lot of people, the Lord is long-suffering with them and he gives them mercy and they take it for granted, and they think that, they never going to get judged. Well, you're sadly mistaken. This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of the dust of his feet. You see? So he says he will not at all acquit the wicked, man. What does it say in Job, the 10th chapter? Job chapter 10 and 14. If I sin, then thou markest me, and thou wilt not acquit me from mine iniquity. If I be wicked, woe unto me. And if I be righteous, yet will I not lift up my head. I am full of confusion, therefore see thou mine affliction. Okay? You see? So, like Job said, if he sins, the Lord gonna mark him and will not acquit him for his iniquity. And even though the Lord can be merciful and have mercy upon you for your transgressions, all right, but don't think that he won't judge you either, because it says the Lord loveth judgment. All right, and that judgment can come upon you suddenly when you least expect it. Okay, so we can't move without fear. We have to always move with the fear of the Lord. Ecclesiasticus 5 and verse 1. Set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Yeah, don't be like, shit, who gonna stop me? Who gonna control me for my works? I do what I want. Hey, the Lord will revenge your pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. You see? And no means clearing the guilty. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. You see? So the Lord is merciful, but he also will bring wrath too. Okay? It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. That's right. So that judgment will come upon you suddenly. Okay? So make no tearing to get right with Yahweh Bashmal Shai. 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's right. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Why? Because brothers are constantly on the watch. Brothers are constantly in the spirit of staying ready so they don't have to get ready, man. Not taking this truth for granted, not moving without the fear of the Lord. You know, we need to move wisely out here. Okay? And know that at any given moment, you can get judged. I know I did a lesson through the spirit of power, Yabash Mashai. I did a lesson, a little while back. I think it's titled something along the lines of, your homie got judged, don't be next. You know, what I meant by that really is like, hey, the Lord can judge a certain individual, and guess what? He could judge you too. So we got to move with the fear of the Lord, man. And don't think just because your homie got judged that you could get away scot-free, because, hey, the Lord is not a respecter of persons. Okay? That's why we need to constantly be on our watch, because Yahweh Shai, you're going to come back like a thief in the night. This is Mark 13 and 32. It says, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Okay? Only the Yahweh knows that day. He tells us that in Ecclesiasticus 42, how the Lord had not given power to his saints to declare all his marvelous works. So the Lord doesn't tell us everything, man. We don't know everything. Okay, but we know everything we need to know pertaining to salvation. But there's certain things that the Lord has hidden from us, man. Okay, and it says, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. That's right. Watch as well as pray. Okay? Because that judgment can come suddenly at any given moment. And that's what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. That judgment is going to come upon this place suddenly because they didn't take heed, or they didn't consider their latter end. This is Isaiah 47, starting at verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, and neither didst remember the latter end of it. Right, they didn't think about the consequences of their actions. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that say in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. That's right. So the Lord will bring that judgment upon Babylon the Great suddenly, and a lot of these people are going to get caught up in that judgment because they're living according to the vibration of Babylon the Great. All right? And Babylon the Great is America. And a lot of people live this American lifestyle, this Epicurean, do as thou wilt lifestyle. And that's why this judgment is going to come upon them suddenly. Because they're not taking heed, all right, of the time. All right? So don't be proud and think that the Lord won't judge you, because he will. Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. That's right. So, the Lord's going to make people's feet slide in due time. To the Lord belongeth vengeance. Ecclesiastes 8, starting at verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil. That's right. So just because people don't get judged right there in that moment, it's fully setting their heart to be wicked and do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh Shemashai, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. That's right, man. Okay? So though you do wickedness 100 times, all right, and you think that your days are prolonged, the Lord eventually is going to get you, man. That judgment eventually is going to catch up to you. And not that you were running so fast that, you was outrunning the judgment, but it's really the fact that the Lord was giving you time to get your shit together. That's really what it is. So during that time where the Lord, like Scripture say, the cool of the day, right? The voice of the Lord was walking in the garden in the cool of the day. So the prophets was coming to Adam before the judgment went out. Well, before the judgment goes out, repent to Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Like it tells you in Ecclesiastes, the 18th chapter, and verse 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in time of sins shew repentance. That's right. Okay? It says, let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time and defer not until death to be justified. And that's just truth. We're not supposed to be hindered to pay forward our vow of serving the Lord. It says, before thou prayest, prepare thyself and be not as one that tempted the Lord. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, right? Lay these things in your heart. Consider your latter end, unlike Babylon. It says, and the time of vengeance when he shall turn away his face. That's right. So think about that. You don't want to get caught up in that, right? So we got to move with fear. It's Ecclesiastes or Sirach 16, starting at verse 11. And if the Lord allows, I'll grab one more precept after this. But before I get this, I'm actually going to get this right now. This is Proverbs 7 and 22. Proverbs 7 and 22, it says, he goeth straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, and as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. And the reason why I wanted to get that is because it just shows you how soon and how swiftly a man's judgment can come upon him without even him knowing. That's why the scriptures say, man doesn't know his time. It's in Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. That's right. Judgment can come at any minute. And that's why we need to fear and humble ourselves. Okay? Because in no means does the Lord clear the guilty. He'll eventually get you for your wickedness, man. Eventually, you're going to pay for that. Like Scripture say, the Most High requireth that which is past. So I'm going to go ahead and close out with this right here, Lord willing. It's Ecclesiastes 16 and 11. And if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is a marvel, meaning it's a wonder, if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works. That's right. That's right. Okay? So, move with fear. Move with fear. All right? Because in no means does the Lord clear the guilty. All right, so with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Shai, B'Shem Kakodash, double honors, the apostles, and others great, most never well. Peace and blessings to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom and about